everyone, welcome back. This is Gina again. Welcome back to my abstract series, which is still surprisingly continuing. I'm so happy. So, this is number 34, and I am starting off. My page is not gessoed, it's just raw page, and I am using black, just brushing it on my page. Using some, this is a Stabilo All Pencil. I actually meant to pick up the charcoal pencil because it looked like the charcoal, but it wasn't. So now I'm going over those lines, trying not to be exact, but I'm going over the lines with the charcoal pencil because I'm going to add white, and I didn't want it to completely dissolve, for want of a better word, because the Stabilo All Pencil is so water soluble, but a charcoal pencil, even though it is, it's not as much. It's not as water soluble. So I'm going over those lines and basically the page with white acrylic paint. All the paints I'm using, I have Sargent, Marie's. I don't think I use any Marie's in this one, and Deco Art acrylic paints. Today I decided I would like to use orange and blue and black. So I'm bringing in my orange. As always, it's just random, and I'm just adding orange where it feels right for me. Here I'm bringing in a dry brush, there's no paint on it, and I'm using it to smooth out and feather out the paint so it will blend in better. So I'm using the smaller brush to apply the paint, and then I will use the other brush in my hand, which is dry, there's no paint on it, no water, and I use that to smoothen out and blend the paint into each other and into the page. I just remembered that I could make marks, but most of the paint had dried, so I came in with my charcoal pencil again to bring back to the surface, well, visually, bring back some of those lines. So we have some nice blurred ones in the background that was covered, and then we have the fresh dark ones. Today I decided to try something different, which is the shading that's happening to the top. While I was doing it, I was thinking, oh my, Gina, what are you doing? Stop. And then the other part of my brain said, no, keep shading. So that's what I like about having an art journal. You know, you get to explore, you get to try things. I mean, if it doesn't turn out okay, that's fine. It's your journal. And it's for you to express yourself, to get stuff off your chest, to explore and have fun, and sometimes be a little disappointed, but a lot of the times you're happily surprised and you feel so much better. So I'm bringing in my blue and trying to fade it out, but still have the nice rich blue. So I'm trying to fade it out and still keep the nice rich blue in certain parts. Having this dry brush really helps. It's fantastic. My intention was to keep the left part, I'm sorry that it's so high up, but it was to keep the left part gray like that and just have that black specifically in that space, but then things just kept blurring into each other and I ended up darkening the whole upper left corner. I tried to put those marks in, but I didn't like how they looked, so I just eventually blended. I just went back over it with some paint. Now I'm trying to decide what's missing or what's needed. And since we have blue in one area, I felt I needed to have blue in another area because the top left of the page ended up being a bit heavy. I have a stray strand of thing that I'm just cutting off here. So I decided to bring blue into the right so the eye will carry across the page instead of just traveling to the left and staying there. Yeah, I was trying to blend it and not take away so much of the orange because I wanted the orange to stay to the bottom. And then I wanted to put some of the orange to the top, but it ended up being this kind of peachy kind of gray. And then I pulled in some of the blue by mistake and I just continued mixing. I was like, okay, well, if this is what's happening. And I ended up doing that to the top. So I didn't want it so dark. So as soon as I put the line down, I added some white because I didn't want on top there to be so heavy, so dark. I wanted some nice lightness to this page, not so much heaviness. Then I thought we have that heavy dark to the top, and I felt that I could use another very dark gray black area somewhere lower down. So I chose this little point where things converged, where the lines converged. But I didn't want it to come into the page too much. So very soon after I brought in my white, and then I'm going to try to blend that into each other, but still keep that meeting point, that tip there, dark. It wasn't flowing naturally, so I ended up extending it a little further down with the thinner brush, and then I blended it out. And I thought I would have stopped here, but I don't know why, I just needed to put some splashes. So part of me wished I didn't. You can't see the top. Yep, look at that. Just huge splashes of paint. And my mind was screaming, Gina, what are you doing? Stop, stop. So I had some heavy splatter to the top, and that's why I wiped it up. And then I came back in with some smaller, lighter ones. So there's a little ghost shadow, which is fine. And this is my page today. I hope you like it. It was an interesting process for me, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I look forward to your comments. Bye!